Kia ora koutou, good evening everyone. My name is Shai. I'm the Deputy Leader of the Opportunities Party. There's a really apt Native American proverb that says, we don't inherit the land from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. And that really guides the Opportunities Party's policies around climate change and reducing our harm on the environment. But finite resources don't have to mean finite growth. And TOP is really focused on ensuring that our businesses are part of the solution and not seen as part of the problem when it comes to reducing our harm on the environment and having real action for climate change. So our plan for economic recovery is ensuring that we have infrastructure and policies fit for the 21st century. We must get fossil fuel emissions down to zero as soon as possible. And we have to listen to the science and the experts as to how we do that. Now, the Parliamentary Commissioner for the Environment has given the government advice on what to do first to get the quickest gains. And they've said, go for the low-hanging fruit. Don't worry about going to renewable energy 100% right now. Do other things. Instead, they brought it forward 5 years. But TOP will listen to what they say, which is focus on energy efficiency. And that's energy efficiency in our businesses and our homes. Now, when we focus on infrastructure for our homes, that is a win for climate, that is a win for our health, and that is a win for our back pockets because you are spending less money. We also need to listen to the advice when they're saying stop using pine trees as a blanket way to offset your fossil fuel emissions. Okay. Instead, and that's TOP's policy, we are saying we are only going to use pine trees to offset agricultural emissions. We need to raise the price of carbon to make sure that our businesses are moving to cleaner, lower emissions practices. And we also need to, again, it's all about making businesses be part of the solution. And there are a lot of businesses that need to be rewarded for the work that they are doing. And many are moving towards sustainable, lower emissions practices. But we need to charge the polluters who are not doing that. We need to be planting erosion-prone land, and we need to move towards a national framework that is actually going to deal with our freshwater crisis. And so TOP wants there to be an independent freshwater commissioner to oversee our national strategy on this. We also need to listen to the scientists when they say that nitrate levels need to be at 1 milligram per litre, not at 6 that the current government has put it at. The majority of scientists agree that's what we need to do, and we need to listen to them. We also need to ensure that the right farm is in the right place, but we need to use science and technology and gene editing. We need to have another national conversation around this because the science has moved on. It's not what it was in the late 90s or early 2000s, which was way before smartphones anyways. Science has moved on a long way, and we can use gene editing without putting any foreign material in our plants, for example, and it's just using the same gene selection that we do over hundreds of years and just speeding up that process so that farms are going to be ready for what is coming with our changing climate.
10 seconds.
When it comes to our water quality and land use and allocation and our loss of fresh water, and haven't even got to biodiversity, but we need to make sure that we are leaving the environment and our waterways and our world in a better place for the next generation.
Thank you.